It has been a long time. It has been, what, 3 months? Technically a whole year, because I haven't streamed World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary since 2025. Well, it's 2026 now, and the release of Burning Crusade is here, and you know what we're going to do. We're going to go through that dark portal, but first, we need to do some preparation first, because we can't just leave Azeroth to go to Outland so fast. No, we need reagents. We need portal reagents, because I just realized I only have 2 of them, and I would like to have some more portal reagents, because I'm not sure if they have any at Thrallmar. I'm sure they do, but we'll see. This has been a long time in the making, by the way. Finally, after months of alluding to this, we finally get to play World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic. I mean, I've been alluding this since, what? Probably July, so it's been almost a full year of myself alluding to the release date and me streaming it to everybody. I alluded it in my rap tracks. I alluded it everywhere. Like, basically, if there was a time that I could have possibly talked about streaming World of Warcraft Burning Crusade, I said it. I mean, think about all the YouTube shorts and everything I did, and I know I wasn't there on launch day, and that is a little bit sad. I wish I was there on launch day, but in my opinion, Blizzard picks the worst times and the worst, I guess, experiences to launch. So first off, they launch it on a Thursday, which is how they do all their expansions for the most part. All their expansions for the most part, they launch on a Thursday. Why? Your guess is as best as mine. I have no idea why they would pick a Thursday and not their, you know, launch day on a Tuesday, because Thursday's like not at the end of the week, so it's not Friday, so it's not like you can play it during the weekend, but then it's also not what people expect, so it becomes like this annoying thing of, oh crap, you don't really know what's going on, and it just sucks, honestly. So then you just kind of sit there picking your nose, twiddling your fingers, and then it doesn't even release early in the morning, because like I'd be fine if it released at, you know, noon or something, or released at some other time. Like, they pick the most useless times to launch. Like, it launched in my time zone at 6 p.m. That's dinner time. So I went to eat dinner when Burning Crusade Classic was going on, and then after that, I was really tired, and I was like, man, do I really feel up to streaming? Because I have school tomorrow, I have all those other events tomorrow, it's not like it's the weekend. So then I just decided, now I'm not going to stream. It's so dumb how they drop the release day. I mean, like, they could even drop it on a weekend. Like, I think maybe a weekend launch might be the best. I mean, it might not be the best for them because now their employees are in the building, but still, like, come on, Blizzard. There's an alliance. Oh, 62, holy crap. I don't know why you would be a 62 out here. I feel like once when you're in Outland, you can do everything yourself. Also, there it is. It's green. I can't believe this portal that's right in front of us right now was only purple for a whole expansion. Like, barely anybody remembers this, but the dark portal used to be purple before, I think, the one guy, Brahma. Also, they're gonna try to kill me. Can I just read the quest? I think we're good. All right, through the dark portal. I'll read it to you guys. Oh crap, I have all these old quests. Hold on, let me clear my quest log too. That's really important as well, because all these level 60 quests, all these max level quests are gonna be useless now that we're going through the dark portal. Also, I will address the elephant in the room. I know I was kept saying I will get Atiesh, I will get Anchorage down, I will get Zul'Gurub down, I will kill Nefarian in Nefarian's lair, and then I never did any of that. My bad. I'm sorry I let all you guys down. I never did accomplish those goals. I never did make a YouTube short. I never made YouTube videos on those goals. I'm so sorry, but I will hopefully get to level 70 before the Burning Crusade's over. I have no idea how long it takes, but here it is. For years, the dark portal loomed silent, forgotten, but it is silent no longer. After stopping the demonic assault here, our fortresses breached the portal and met the demons on their own ground. Now, we are locked in a savage war, and there are some who think we may not win. So it is our duty our grim pleasure to battle the fiends of Outland and ensure our victory, Gandriel. If you would like to help us, then report to the Lieutenant General at once. He awaits you in Outland. So let's go there. Let's do it. Say goodbye to Azeroth. Say goodbye to World of Warcraft. You know, these guys might be level 62 because they pre-quest. If you could pre-quest all the way up to 62, you are a big nerd, honestly. Like, I don't know of anybody that would have done that. But here we go. To the Outland. Let's see how populated it is. I think that's so cool, too, that you just, like, walk through it and it teleports. I think that was the first time World of Warcraft made something like that. Okay. So this is Hellfire Peninsula. The only problem is nothing much has changed. So I feel like I'm gonna like memorize most of these quests. Where's the enemies? What? There's supposed to be guys here. There's supposed to be this really cool epic battle, but there isn't. Even though there's guys running down here. What? It was cool because the first time, and I remember because I'd done this back in Mists of Pandaria, not Mists of Pandaria Classic, but when I first got into this game, Mists of Pandaria, I came through the portal. I don't even remember what I did when I was leveling, but I came through this portal and I would run here like this, and then I'd come down and there it is, a massive battle with like cool people like this, like actual level 70 NPCs, like cool named guys. And there's like this ginormous pit lord right here. Here, I'll stand right where he is. Watch him respawn when this happens, but I'm sure he won't. And he would stand right here and it would be like armies of Legion. And then they would come in, or armies of Demon, I guess, technically. And they would come in and they would battle the Stormwind and Orgrimmar people side by side. We fight together. But it's not happening here, and I'm not really sure why. It's fine though. Also, I'm gonna turn off autocomplete. So where is that? We don't need that. There we go. Brawl. Our expedition made it safely through the portal and set up a new base called Thrallmar. Yet, as you could see, the Burning Legion moved in and cut us off from our brothers. Clearly, the demons hope to retake the Dark Portal and prevent us from gathering reinforcements from Azeroth. See, that's not what I'm talking about. Look, even the quest text references it. Is this actually broken? Like, come on, Blizzard. Did you actually break this? Or did somebody who was overpowered, or did like an overpowered raid group come in and clear it? Because I know the Pit Lord is actually level 70. I'm pretty sure the Pit Lord's level 70. And then like his demons are like level 63 elites. So I don't know if somebody came in with like a raid group and killed all these guys, because honestly, that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, there's supposed to be guys here, and that's cool. Like, I kind of feel sorry that it's not there.
Blood and thunder.
All right. Aided by the Alliance, my forces will hold the line here, but I need you to deliver my report to General Karkrok in Thrallmar. With his help, we will be able to drive these demons back to the abyss that spawned them. Speak to Valagra Freyfeather, who stands on the platform behind us. She'll speed you on your way. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I mean, that is one of the most iconic things about the Burning Crusade, honestly, is coming down from this portal, coming down from the big green portal, walking all the way through here, and seeing, yes, there's one. So that's what I'm talking about. Like skull level mobs. Like actually skull level mobs, Fell Soldiers, all skull, level 70s. I don't know what took them so long to spawn in, honestly, but they're finally here. So I think that's always cool. And hopefully the Pit Lord spawns. Yeah, okay, there's some more. I don't know, like, if somebody actually killed them. Yeah, then they come and they charge forward and they fight. And these guys are only level 6. Oh, they're 67. Never mind. 67, 68. Never mind, they're not. I thought they were level 60s, but they're elites. And then you got like the bosses and they fight, and there's the cool spell effects and stuff. And you can go in there, you can start killing them too, and then you'll get one shot and killed. But I always thought that was a cool thing. And then there's somewhere as a Pit Lord, but I'm not gonna wait. I guess maybe the ads are too tuned up, because honestly they are absolutely destroying them. Because I remember the fight is continuous. Yeah, see, this guy gets it. Wait, is this guy gonna try to run through? He's so dead. He is so dead.
The Legion must fall.
Oh, maybe it's not. Oh yeah, then there's spies on the outside. They also one shot. Yeah, he's dead. He got aggroed. Anyway, enough of that. Let's start questing, man. Yeah, oh, they say like the Legion must fall and stuff. Forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. And then they yell.
Mogra.
Anyway, arrival in Outland.
Farewell.
So, you're Oron's new messenger. I pray you fare better than the last one he sent, Mage. With the Legion pressing, you thought you'd never make it to Thrallmar on foot. Say the word, and my faithful wyvern will deliver you to safety.
Be safe.
When you are ready, I'll summon a wyvern to fly you to Thrallmar. Once you are there, deliver Orion's report to General Krokkrok. Loktar Ogar, Gandriel. Good luck.
May your blades.
Alright, let's get it. Oh, nice, it's free. Doesn't that kind of look like Russia? Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Isn't that map unironically sort of look like Russia on like the Mercator map? Just think about it. Just think about it.
Dabu.
Alright, here we go. So yeah, a little bit. Oh, there's a pit lord. Oh, you just barely saw him. So yeah, a little bit bummed out that we couldn't see all of it, but it is what it is. Then we go Thrallmar and get our Hearthstone there. The Dark Portal. I'm excited for Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I actually do have memories of doing this. I have a few vivid memories of actually questing in this location because I had to do it on my Death Knight Gandriel during the Wrath of the Lich King pre-patch. So I do have a little bit of vivid memories questing this area. But I never have done it on a mage, on somebody that I actually leveled from 1 all the way to now. I'm surprised about how like many people are not here. Like considering this is only 1 day, like it's not even been out for 24 hours. And there's not that many people around. I mean, here's a few. But you think there would have been more.
Loktar. For the Horde.
Alright. I'll rally what troops I have, and I could send them to aid Oron's forces at the Dark Portal. The Legion will soon not forget the battle cry of the Horde. As for you, Gandriel, you've done a great service for Thrallmar this day. I expect you'll be a great help to us here, if you have the wits and survival aspects, that is. I don't really know what that means. Like, how am I already a big help to Thrallmar? All I did was give you a message, bro. Whatever. Though our warriors are without peer? Though our warriors are without peer. I don't know what that means, but sure. Though our warriors are without peer, our hold on this wasteland is still tenuous. Report to Nazgrel inside the barracks. He has need of agents such as you. If we cannot protect our holdings here, we will be no use to anyone.
Go.
Now go. Okay. Okay. Let's go there. Also, I just realized I'm not connected on Twitch. How am I not live on Twitch? What? Why is Twitch not working? What the goober? It's fine. I don't really care about Twitch. But if I say something, I would like to clip it. Yeah, it got 2 seconds of it and then it deleted itself. That's really weird. I don't know why Twitch is doing that, but it's fine. I don't need Twitch. Wait, am I connected now? Oh, I'm connected now. Wait, what? It's fine. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. I just heard it. Cool. I guess sometimes I have to restart my stream or something.
Speak,
All right.
friend.
Report to Nazgrel.
May your blades never
We've
dull.
already lost many brave warriors to this cursed wasteland. I have little interest in sending more untested recruits to the swatter. Nazgrel glares at you sternly through his ragged wolf mask. Still, if General Krokkrok sends you to me, then we must have something in you. What do you say then, Gandriel? Will you serve your war chief with honor?
To victory.
Through this land is the strange new enemies. The Burning Legion is still the greatest threat to our expedition. One of the most trusted warriors, Sergeant Shatterskull, has been studying the Legion's tactics, trying to discern the demon's true purpose in this land. Seek him out at the supply caravan just outside the southern wall. And Gandriel, be wary of the Legion. Their evil cannot be underestimated.
For the Horde.
Okay, I could do that. Also, what's this guy? Bone Chewer blood? Oh, that's perfect. Bone Chewers, they all should die. The sight of their red skin and depravity makes my blood boil. I have a mission for you, Gandriel. Kill Bone Chewer orcs and collect their vile blood. There is an apothecary who needs the blood for her tests, so we can discover how these orcs fell to the demonic taint, a taint for which we recently freed ourselves. Bone Chewers scavenge the nearby ruined battlements along the path of glory to the south. Return to me when your mission is complete.
For the Horde.
Alright, we'll go return to him after we beat up some fell orcs. That's what most people call them. They just call them fell orcs, not Bone Chewers or red orcs or whatever.
Yo, time is money, Frank. Glad I could help.
Would you believe it? These orcs hired me to shore up damaged fortifications and build explosives. What a dream job. It's too bad we're so short of materials, but a clever goblin like myself learns how to make do. Can you help me? I need salvaged wood and metal from the ruined battlements along the path of glory. Go down there and salvage, and watch out for those red-skinned orcs. When you're done, come back for big rewards. Alright. I guess there's a few people. Oh, that guy, he's fast. Why is he going so fast? I don't even know why he's going so fast. He's not even have an epic mount. He has a... I have an epic mount. Carry on a stick still gives 3%. That's important. So I still have 3% mount speed as long as I have carry on a stick on. That's always good. Let's go over here, talk to Sergeant Shatterskull. Also, we can take this off of Classic now. We need Burning Crusade. Heck yeah, there we go. Oktar. No doubt you saw the Legion's warriors dotting the landscape on your flight from the Dark Portal. Though we defeated them at the Battle of Mount Hyjal 5 years past, the cursed demons just keep coming back for more. If it is a challenge they crave, then the Horde will answer in kind. We orcs have more than just a score to settle with the Legion. What about you, Gandriel? Shall I tell you of our enemy? Doom Lord Kazakh commands the Burning Legion in Outland. While we can't get to Kazakh yet, we can and must get to his lieutenants that command the Legion troops from the ground. They have stationed dread wards in the Fellspark Ravine east of here. They are responsible for these infernal storms that rain down upon our heads. To take them and their minions out would be a great setback to the Burning Legion. Sometimes this stuff's hard to read. I feel like Blizzard picks cool font, but the font itself's not that good. But yeah, I will say, you're probably wondering, why did I stop streaming World of Warcraft Classic? Well, it is simple. It's because I was getting burnout, but not just burnout. I used the burnout to my advantage, and like the flames of a phoenix, I let it incinerate me whole, so then I can be revived back further to serve this world even better. Oh no, all these guys are gonna be dead, aren't they? Actually, no, here's one. Oh wait, let me buff up first. I don't know how hard these guys are gonna hit. They're level 59. Honestly, hold on, yeah, let me get all my stuff right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get all my stuff right now. And then we'll fight him. I mean, this might be really easy or it might be really hard. I have no idea how well geared I am. Oh yeah, I got Anixia's helmet before the end of Classic, by the way. That was the only... I think that's the only thing that changed since you guys last seen Gandriel. I did Nixia's lair off stream. Alright, let's see how hard these guys hit. And then I can see if I can keep commenting. Oh, this is gonna be easy. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, easy. Nice, okay. So basically, you may be wondering, why I stopped streaming other than the burnout. Well, because I thought there was going to be all kinds of content once when I hit level 60, right? Because I was streaming every single day. I'd put in the hours every single day. I just non-stop stream my leveling up journey up to level 60. So I'm like, man, there's so much content leveling up. So there's probably going to be content once when I hit level 60, the max level, right? Well, it turns out, and this is what I don't like about Classic, it turns out there isn't really any content whatsoever once we hit max level, except raids. But the problem with raids in Classic, nobody wants to invite you, and they're 40 man. So like nobody wants to invite you because your gear's low, and most people that invite are max geared anyway because they have the raid on repeat for pugs. So why would they invite some random mage that wants to do it for the gear when they could take 2 more seconds and do it themselves? You know what I mean? Because max geared players are going to out DPS me by orders of magnitude, right? And they wouldn't die. They could do way more damage. They probably know the mechanics. I'm doing it for my first try. Like, why would anybody ever trust me as a mage? So that sucks. But not just that. Not just that. But also, because you have to get 40 people, right? Because you have to invite 40 other people, I can't really make the group myself. I tried making the group on stream. You saw what happens. To get 40 people all together, try to get them all coordinated at the same time is terrible. Like, I like the idea of sitting down and trying to coordinate a 40-man raid. The idea of coordinating a 40-man raid is really, really cool. Like 40 other people all with the same goal to take down Ragnaros or Nefarian or Kel'Thuzad or any of these other bosses. That is really cool. But like in practice, it's freaking sucks because you have, you know, 40 people. That is 2 times the normal in retail. In retail, you normally do 20. Sometimes you even just do 10 players in retail. And it sucks because you sit down with all these people and, you know, it's a lot easier to get people that are troublemakers. You know, it's a lot easier to get people that aren't really in it. You know what I mean? That are along for the ride and they're big complainers and they think they know you better than you know yourself. And there's a lot more conflict because now you got players inspecting other players. They're like, oh, why'd you invite this guy? They try to start drama. Then, you know, by them starting drama, 5 more people leave because they're like, man, I don't want to be in this drama. And, you know, to coordinate all these players and try to get everybody to shut up and follow the leader, especially if it's your first time raid leading 40 people. And you don't even have that much gear anyway, so you don't have any reputation to back you up on it. It's just not really that good, honestly. And the dungeons, I mean, I could keep streaming dungeons. Like, I could keep streaming Strathholm and Scholomance because I need those for Argent Dawn reputation, so one day I can do Naxxramas to try to get ATS. But they're so boring after a while, and I could keep doing Molten Core because anybody would take anybody for Molten Core because apparently it's really, 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 really freaking easy. But also, I don't want to keep doing Molten Core, Strathholm, Onyxia, and not Naxxramas. Oh no, I think I already said them. Did I say Scholomance? I'm not sure. I don't want to keep doing those 4 things. I want to make progression. And most people won't invite you unless you're soaring gear score. But because there's 40 people in your raid, it's also extremely hard to get gear that you need. Because yes, there are going to be a majority of people in there that are max geared. But you're also bound, especially playing a popular character like a mage, to have a lot of people competing against you for that gear. And the boss only drops like 4 items per raid, per clear, per kill. So you're over here basically going into the raid, spending 3 hours, and it is fun, but then you don't get any gear, and then you can't advance forward because you lose the rolls or you lose the SRs and you lose all this stuff. And then you gotta wait till next week. You gotta wait a whole 7 days to try again at getting loot. And because I only had, what, 2 months? I only had 2 months to get ATS and Nax Ramas. I just gave up. I was like, you know, screw it. You know what I mean? Absolutely just screw it. It is what it is. I'll figure that out later. You know what I mean? I'll do that later. I'll get ATS and Burning Crusade before the launch of Wrath of the Lich King Classic. It'll all be fine. It'll all be good. We'll just see how it is. And it did suck to just basically, because I was hyping up doing Nash Ramas in so many of my streams, shorts, and videos. Like, for example, at the end of every single long form video of my after 6 years series, like I say, after 6 years, it took me 6 years to get to level 60 on this character, Gandriel, and now I will get ATS in 6 weeks. But then I don't actually get ATS. It seems a little weird. Like, my whole 6 years YouTube series, I think it was, what, 4 videos? It took 6 years to get me a level 60. It took me 6 years to clear Molten Core. It took me 6 years to kill Onyxia, and it took me 6 years to get my epic writing. At the end of each and every one of those, I hinted towards something that never came, which sucks. Also, hold on, this new Questy update tells me the % chance of Bone Chewer blood dropping. Apparently, it's an 80% chance that Bone Chewer blood drops. That's really interesting, actually. Huh. We'll see if that actually is the case. But yeah, I would love to keep on. Like, if I had more time to do classic stuff, right? If I had more time to play classic, if I had more knowledge on classic in general, if it didn't take me 6 years to get to level 60, and I had prior knowledge and I had prior ways to get up there, to get up to my level in classic, then maybe I would have kept doing it. Also, I'm gonna try to kill this guy. Oh no. Oh, is he not gonna kill me? He doesn't want to fight. Interesting. I'm not gonna fight him then if he doesn't want to fight. Mainly because I don't want to chase him down and waste all my mana. I'm not even sure I'd win. That's an interesting feat just to run away though. Why is he on our side? This is the Horde side. That's the Alliance base up there where the ruined castles are. This is the Horde base right here. So the divide is what separates the Alliance and Horde. And you can go over to attack him, but ah, man. I'm interested in seeing how fast I kill these guys. It's crazy how fast I kill them. But yeah, if I had more time to sit down and play classic and understand classic, then I might have accomplished my goals. I just didn't realize, like, holy crap, the gear sucks. Like, honestly, endgame in classic unironically sucks. For at least PvE. I don't know about PvP. I never did PvP. But for PvE, in my opinion, the endgame in classic was garbage. There's nothing to do endgame. Like, raids are fun, but when nobody invites you because everybody expects you to have gear, then what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, what are you unironically supposed to do? And that's what I don't like. And hopefully, because, you know, Classic Plus, Blizzard has alluded to it heavily. Hopefully Classic Plus eliminates this problem, you know what I mean? Hopefully Classic Plus makes there be an end game. I never played Season of Discovery, so I don't know how they did in Season of Discovery, but I know they added more content in World of Warcraft. Like, that's all, like, all WoW needs is more content. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how little content there is when you think about it. Like, let's compare it to retail. In retail, when you hit the max level, you have raids. You have Mythic Plus, you have World Quest / daily missions, you have delves, you have arena, you have battlegrounds, you have, we'll just say pet battles. I mean, nobody really cares about pet battles, and pet battles are going away at midnight, but you have pet battles right now. You have, I mean, I'm sure there's even stuff I'm forgetting right now. You have achievements, like achievement grinding. You have mount farming. You have transmog farming. You have I think that's about it. I was gonna say you can level ults easier, but that's not really true because in Classic, the journey is leveling, like the whole game is leveling up, and then once when you're there, it's kind of it. But you have all of these things, right? You have all those things I listed. In Classic, you have PvP. Well, we'll give it some things. We have World PvP, Battlegrounds, and Raids, and technically level 60 dungeons on a technicality, but like level 60 dungeons most people aren't going to do, and I don't really count level 60 dungeons, but that's 4 things. 4 things if you really want to stretch it. And you could technically condense PvP. You can condense PvP and you can condense that dungeon. You're going to condense level 60 dungeons. So there's like nothing to do once when you hit level 60. And for some people, that's great. Some people love that, right? Because there's nothing to do. But also, because there's nothing to do, like what's the point after you hit level 60? Because 40, like this is the problem. 40-man raids, honestly, I don't think are good whatsoever. I think Blizzard should never make 40-man raids ever again, except for maybe like the difficulty of Molten Core. Like if Blizzard ever makes a 40-man raid ever again, it should be on the same level of difficulty as Molten Core was. So that way you can invite people, nobody really cares. You just go in, kill the boss, and leave. Because it takes too long to find 40 other people. And another problem with me is, if you look at my minimap, you'll see 2 times. The top right says 12:15 p.m. That is server time. That means, according to the server time right now, it is 12:15 p.m. That means for most people, most people on the server is also 12:15 p.m. This also means that all server time events will be scheduled at server time. So if something's happening at 6 p.m. server time, which is like a normal time for raid, like normal time for raid events, it's actually happening at 8 p.m. for me, because if you look, it's it's actually 4 hours difference. I didn't realize it's a 4-hour difference my time. Oh, I never even realized that, so that's even worse. So if something's happening at 6 p.m. server time, which is normal raid time, for my time, it's happening at 10 o'clock at night. Which means it's so freaking hard to find groups and find people at my time. Because if I want to have a raid, like let's say I want to have a raid at 6 p.m. my time, it is now 2 p.m. their time. Which, you know, it is possible. There is lunchtime raids. You know, there are people that want to do raids over lunch, especially with now the advent of Nax Ramus gear. You know, the advent of everybody knows exactly what they're doing at all times. So it's possible, basically. It's possible that they could do all this. But this is the problem here, and this is what I think sucks, and this is the problem too. I don't think there's any way out of it. Because there's only 2 servers. There's only 2 servers in Classic Anniversary. I think this is where Blizzard messed up. This one server is the only PvP server. This is the only PvP server. The other server's PvE, and it's Dream Scythe. You either go Night Slayer or Dream Scythe. And honestly, hold on, I want to see if Dream Scythe's server time's any different. Because this really does suck, because it's either you want to play on a PvP server and have everything be offset, or do you want to play on a PvE server and maybe have the correct time? I am really interested. Hold on, I'm going to make a character, because I'm curious on what Dream Scythe is. What is the server time on Dream Scythe? Is it my time, or is it also a 4-hour time difference? Because there's only 2 servers. Mind you, on retail, there's so many servers. There's so many retail servers. Body 1. Actually, a Warlock sounds cool. Okay, Mr. Luck. Name's not available. Okay, just randomize, I don't care. Okay, make one that's... Okay, there we go. That was good. Wait, how is the name unavailable for randomizing? I thought randomizing's always going to have the correct name. I thought it's always going to randomize to a name that's not taken. What? Okay, there we go. I guess he's Felinari. What a great name. Okay, let me see what the time is on this server time, because I am curious.
For nearly 7.
Same thing, server time 12:20 p.m. So like the 2 servers I could play on is not my time zone. And that is so stupid, honestly. Because both on Mists of Pandaria Classic and retail, I can play at my server time and I can just chill on my server time, because my server time is when obviously all of the server stuff revolves around. But in Burning Crusade Classic and Classic Anniversary, you can't do that. And I didn't realize how bad this was, because when I was leveling up, the only time, like, because when you're leveling up, there's dungeons at any time, because it only takes 5 people to get into a dungeon, and it's leveling dungeons, so they're not like realistically that hard. Anybody could have done that. Anybody could do these dungeons, so they're not hard per se. So everybody's always running them. So it doesn't really matter. And then I'm also questing at like level 20, at level 30. And it doesn't matter because I do all these quests solo anyway. Like there's only a few quests where I got in a group for. Everything else I just did them solo. So I never really experienced the social aspect until I had to experience the social aspect, because the raid times are always off. And there's nothing to do. Like 4-hour time difference is crazy. Like 1 hour is not that bad, honestly. But like a 4-hour time difference? Like what are we doing here? Also, what am I talking about? It's not 4 hours. It's still only 2 hours. Yeah, it's still only 2 hours. I don't know what I'm doing. Like my freaking math in my head is wrong. I'm so sorry to anybody who's been like typing in the comments or something in the VOD. And it's like, it's not 4 hours, you nincompoop. It's actually 2 hours. I don't know why you kept saying 4, but yeah, it's actually 2 hours. But yeah, 2-hour time difference it's decent, because like I want to raid at 6. I actually have to raid at 8 because that's when everybody else is raiding. Like it's not that bad, but it's also kind of bad when you think about it, and it really slows me down personally. It slows, like I would rather raid at my time. I'd rather play on a server where I'm on the same time zone as everybody else. So when somebody says, yeah, let's raid at 4 p.m., it actually means let's raid at 4 p.m. And it doesn't mean let's raid at 4 p.m. plus 2 because you're in a different time zone. You know what I mean? It gets kind of confusing. It gets kind of annoying, honestly. And it's just kind of... I just don't understand why there's only 2 servers, I guess. That's what I'm not relating here. There's only 2 servers. There is Night Slayer PvP and Dream Slayer non-PvP. And I'm assuming it's California time. That's my guess is it's California time. Like, you know, they normally have servers on the East Coast, servers on the West Coast, servers, I think in Texas. I think Texas has its own time zone as well because it's in the middle of the United States. Even on Mists of Pandaria Classic, there is, what, 8 servers or something insane like that? There's like 8 servers. And they're all linked together, but I think each server has a different time. Like, for example, I think I'm on Li Shen. I'm on Li Shen on my mage, and I'm on Pagel as my death knight. I'm pretty sure both of those are my time zone. I'm not entirely sure, but I know for a fact one of them is my time zone. But nothing is as bad. And I know I'm complaining about time zones. I just said how Mists of Pandaria Classic does this perfectly. But unironically, nothing is as bad as Mists of Pandaria Classic. When I transferred off of Faralina, which was my correct time zone, I had to transfer off of there because Blizzard just wanted to destroy Faralina for some reason. They wanted Faralina, one of the most popular servers, to get absolutely destroyed and nobody can ever make any new characters here. And they forced everybody to free character transfer off of there into another server. I picked Grobulus. Nothing is the same as Grobulus. Grobulus' server time, I think, was 6 hours different from me. 6 hours different from me on Grobulus, and nobody went to Grobulus. Not a single soul went to the Grobulus server. Which means, even if I wanted to raid, I would have to not only add 6 hours on my time. So if I wanted to raid at 6, I gotta raid at midnight. And also, I better hope that in this dead server, because it was the only PvP server, and Faralina was a PvP server, and I was like, well, I want to keep World PvP, and World PvP is fun. But even then, if I wanted to do anything, I had to hope that a group was forming on this dead server. And it was just annoying, honestly. It was just really annoying. It was unnecessary. And I had to stay on that server for months. So much so that I quit playing Mists of Pandaria Classic. I was so hyped for Mists of Pandaria Classic. You should have seen my streams. On my July streams when I was still on Faralina before I had to server transfer off of it. I was so hyped. I was so hyped on Mists of Pandaria Classic. Every single day I'd be grinding in that game. Every single day I would grind. And I got so many viewers. I got up to 94 live viewers one time because I would just non-stop grind the game for a whole 2 weeks, I think. Just every single day, day in, day out, just sit down on my death knight and just kill the Klaxi, kill the Mogu, kill the Yongle, I think that's what their name is called. And I would just do that. And it was really fun because it was one of my favorite expansion packs, you know, working with the Shadow Pam, seeing the Hosen, seeing the Jinyu. I was really hyped. And then Blizzard went and ruined it because I couldn't do anything at max level. I ran into the same problem I ran into with Classic WoW just 2 months ago. I couldn't do anything at max level. Yes, I could keep doing dailies. I honestly could have just kept doing dailies, I guess. But I want and do celestial dungeons. I could do dailies and celestial dungeons every single day because the group finder I think was cross server, but everything else wasn't. But I didn't want to do that. The reason why I didn't want to do that is because I wanted to get the legendary cloak. I wanted to do the Black Prince storyline because back when I was playing Mists of Pandaria, when it was current, I never finished the Black Prince storyline. I got the cape up to epic. Like, I got the epic cape, but I never got the legendary cape. And I still wanted that legendary cape because to this day, you still, as far as I know, you can't kill the one boss on the Timeless Isle. I forgot his name. Odin, I think. Otis. I don't know his name, but you can't kill like the fiery guy without the cape. But you can't get the cape anymore. So I really wanted just to get the legendary cape. And I remember like the legendary cape storyline was unironically fun as well. Like there was a lot of interesting plot twists and a lot of interesting story, but it involves raiding. And you know what the worst part is? You know what the absolute worst part is? So there was a huge outcry against looking for raid. A massive outcry. Because people are like, don't put looking for raid in Cataclysm. We do not want looking for raid Dragon Soul. Keep looking for raid out of my MMO. It's so garbage. I never want to see looking for raid. I never want to see these accessibility features in my MMO. So Blizzard never added looking for raid. They never added it in Mists of Pandaria, even though chronologically back in the day, Mists of Pandaria had a looking for raid. You could do looking for raid Li Shen. You could do looking for raid Garrosh. You can do looking for raid Alagon. You can do looking for raid all these bosses in Mists of Pandaria when it was current. But in Classic, it's not there because the community had such an uproar that Blizzard decided not to add it. Well, because Blizzard never added that stuff, you cannot do the Black Prince storyline unless you do a normal raid. Well, guess what? I was on a dead server. How am I going to do a normal raid? Because raids are not cross server. So Blizzard literally ruined my Miss Pandaria Classic thing with the whole server merging, how we're going to destroy Faralina. I picked the wrong server. I could have merged this 2 servers. I could have merged to Pagel, and I could have merged to Grobulus if I was on the Faralina server. But I chose Grobulus because I thought that's where everybody else was merging, because it's also a PvP server. It turns out the time zone was way out of whack, and nobody was on it, so I just had to give up. And I haven't played Miss Pandaria Classic on my DK in forever. It got so bad that I made a mage. I made a whole new character on Miss Pandaria Classic, a mage. Kind of like this mage. And I got him all the way up to level 59. And then I was about to go through the dark portal. And then I realized, hold up, what am I actually doing here? I'm about to do all these exact quests on this mage in Classic era and Burning Crusade era. So why would I sit around and do all the quests on this mage when I'm about to see them all when it was technically current content? So I decided not to level my mage in Miss Pandaria Classic. So now I can't even do Miss Pandaria Classic without tarnishing my Burning Crusade Classic experience. So I'm at like a catch 22 here, and unfortunately I'm just not gonna be able to play Miss Pandaria Classic, all because Blizzard ruined the whole experience for you. Mind you, Miss Pandaria Classic was one of my favorite expansions. It was my first expansion that I got into World of Warcraft. It was the first expansion where I went and downloaded it, bought the subscription, bought the expansion pack, made my character and leveled them up, and I got immersed in the game. My first one. And when I got to experience it fresh from the start, because I started Miss Pandaria towards the tail end. I started Miss Pandaria in the Warlords, or not Warlords, in the Siege of Orgrimmar raid tier. But now, it's just all gone. I can't do anything. Bye-bye. Sucks to suck, I guess. I was on a dead server. And mind you, even before I wasn't even on a dead server. I want to say that right now. Faralina was one of the most popular servers on Miss Pandaria Classic. Faralina was by far one of the most popular servers on Miss Pandaria Classic. But in order to make mega servers, because Blizzard thought mega servers would work really well, because in season discovery, people really like the mega servers. You know how there are a bunch of sub servers, but they're all cross servers and connected. People really like that in season discovery, so they brought over Miss Pandaria Classic, which is a good idea, but they fragmented the biggest server of them all. They fragmented Faralina, and it sucks. Like, why would they do that? I moved all my characters over to Grobulus. I mean, I shouldn't have to do research on which server I'm going to move to. Like, there shouldn't be a wrong option. That's what I'm getting at here. Blizzard should have picked that you can merge to 2 different servers. One being a PvP, same time zone, about the same population size as the other server that's not PvP. That should have been all that there was. That should have been all that there is. But no, Blizzard had to go and mess everything up, murk everything up. But yeah, that's my whole experience. It just sucks because I was so excited. You could look back. Some of my first streams was me playing Miss Pandaria Classic and leveling up my DK. There was so much potential there. And then, like, by the time I hit level 90, yeah. Well, by the time I hit level 90, it was all looking up. And then Blizzard made that announcement that said, we're locking Faralina. Faralina is probably going to die soon. You need to move over to one of these mega servers if you want to have a population. So I did, mistakenly, and I picked the server that happened to be worse off than Faralina is to this day. And only just, I think it was January 16th or something, that Blizzard finally corrected and gave me another free character transfer out of there so I can go to Pagel, which I haven't played on Pagel yet. All I did was transfer all my characters out of there because I wanted to get off that stupid server Grobulus. But I transferred off of there. And then I haven't played on Pagel. But since it's connected to all the mega servers, it doesn't really matter. There's going to be a population now. But now I want to get my mage up. And the only way to get my mage up is to do the Burning Crusade quest chain. And the only way to do the Burning Crusade quest chain without burning me out of Burning Crusade is to do it on this character first. So I'm going to go do it on this character. Then I'm going to go to my other mage, level up on there. Hey, it's PvP. It's world PvP. Let's go get him. I'm down for some world PvP. Wait, what? He resisted it? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Let's go, 600 points. So yeah, that was the whole thing. I just feel like Blizzard botched the whole thing, man. Like, why couldn't they have done that on Warlords of Draenor or something? You know what I mean? Like, why they gotta pick Mists of Pandaria? Or they could have did for Cataclysm. Like, they did it in the worst possible way. Like, I don't even know why server transfers aren't free in the first place. Like, I get that it takes resources, but aren't you literally just copy and pasting your account data and pasting it over to the other server? I get that there's a little bit of stuff, but why is it like, hold on, how much is a server transfer? Let me try to figure this out. Can I not? Okay, I gotta click my button. Let's figure out how much a server transfer is. Isn't this the store? Or did they add the store? Do they have the store in Classic? I don't even know. They might not have the store. It might just be the help service. I don't really care about the help service. I don't think they have the store in Classic. Oh. Bum bum bum. There we go. My phone's my web camera, and it just gets stood there. All right, let's beat up this guy. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we can wand him. I'm out of mana. I just realized that. But yeah, I would love to play freaking Mists of Pandaria Classic, but they ruined it for me just like how Classic was ruined for me because I was a little bit too late and I couldn't do any of the content, the end game content. I'm hoping Burning Crusade's not gonna fall in the same pit because I know Burning Crusade, there's a few more things. Like Burning Crusade improved on the end game that Classic couldn't improve on. First off, they added dailies, so I can go and do dailies in the what do you call that place? Shadow Moon Valley. I can do the dragon dailies to give me a dragon egg so I can get that fast mount. So there was the dragon dailies I can do. And then there is the dailies in Nether Storm, I think. Maybe it might be Nether Storm, might be Zangor Marsh, I don't really remember. But there was dailies there that I could do. And then there was dailies in other places that I could also do. Like everywhere there is a daily. They had dailies and they added flying. And then they added the arena. So there's like a few more things I can do other than raids once I hit max level. They added heroic dungeons. Heroic dungeons is such a good addition because now I can do Hellfire Ramparts, Blood Furnace, Shattered Halls at level 70 and get pretty decent gear. As you can see, like you can get gems and stuff like that. So I can do heroic dungeons and all this stuff. I mean, I do have to get up in my level. Like I have to get my reputation up. I have to grind with the, I think, are they called the Makar orcs? They might be called the Makar orcs. I got to get my reputation up so I can buy the key so I can unlock heroic dungeons. But then it'll be fun. You know what I mean? I just feel like retail. So the main problem with retail is leveling is a hurdle. Like there is a big hurdle in leveling. Like when you are in retail, you want to get to level, the max level, I guess. I won't say whatever level because Midnight's going to change everything. But you want to get to the max level in retail as soon as possible because that's when the game starts. I mean, leveling before then is just boring. There's nothing to do while leveling up. It's just either you don't even really want to do the leveling dungeons. You just kind of want to quest. So you're just sitting over here questing all the way up there. It takes like 8 hours and it wastes your time basically. In Classic, the leveling is unironically fun. You know, it's kind of hard, kind of challenging. It takes a while, There's a lot of dungeons you can do, a lot of epic quests, there's a lot of things you can utilize. But once when you get to max level, there's nothing to do. But retail, once we get to max level, there's everything you can do. And I think what the two games need to do is you need to take the leveling from classic and the end game from retail and put the two together in the new expansion. And then I truly think you have an amazing game. Because the leveling classic, I mean, I will say, I mean, at some parts it is sluggish. Like, for example, I think it is kind of stupid how the whole 1 to 30, like level 1 to level 30 is faster than the entire 40 to 60, level 40 to 60. I think that's stupid. Like, the balancing could be a little bit better. But other than that, just do whatever you want to do, honestly. And we're missing out on such a good expansion. Like, so many good fundamentals that just get thrown away because the questing, the campaign, all that's just so boring. I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird, basically. That's what I'm getting at here. I just wish there was a better way, like a way out of this problem. Because I was shocked. I was shocked about how little content there was to do once when I did hit level 60. Like, I hit level 60 and I was like, oh, this is it. I'm going to do Molten Core. I'm going to do Anchorage. But no, there wasn't any content for me to do, and it just sucks because I needed to get gear. And I finally got the gear, so that's nice. I mean, I got some gear. I got the Netherwind Crown. That's OP. The Netherwind Crown is the phase 1 best in slot for a mage. But we're in phase 4 of classic, and now we're actually in the Burning Crusade. And also, we have the Tabard of the Protector. I forgot to say that. That's now unobtainable, by the way. You had to kill like 5 demons for the pre-patch event. Alright, then hit them with the Fire Blast. I'm surprised these guys are humanoids and not demons, because then technically they drank the demon blood, so you think they would be classified as demons. Also, this was not 80%, by the way. I've killed way more mobs. I killed way more than like 15 mobs, and 15 should have been the ratio for me to get all the Bone Chewer blood. It could also be that there is a lot of people playing. This is kind of what happened in Mop Classic, because I was there on Mop Classic's release day too. I sat around with everybody and we were all just sitting here waiting for one thing to spawn. We were all waiting for those stupid plants to spawn. Just sitting around hoping that they would spawn. And it was just a bunch of running around. I would just talk about my life experiences to the chat. But honestly, there we go, he's dead too. It's not as bad as Mists of Pandaria Classic. I hope that doesn't happen though, because I am getting Mists of Pandaria Classic flashbacks on launch day. But I think we'll be fine. Also, what I'm really wondering too is my plan is to stream for about an hour and 30 minutes a day. Every single day, about an hour and 30 minutes. So, like, you know, it's not going to be 2 hours long. It's not going to be 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours like I used to do. How I would go nonstop. Because now I got other stuff to do as well. I got to work out. I got to do all this other stuff. But I am curious on how that's going to work. Like, will YouTube still push my streams even though my streams are not that long at all? Because I am a little bit concerned on if I can succeed. Because I'm not really chasing the fame at all. I'm not chasing the views. I'm not chasing the fame, glory, and views. But it is nice to have, and if I have like 0 people for like weeks of doing this, like if I get 0 people after doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end, then there is really no point in doing this at all if nobody watches whatsoever. I mean, I might as well just do this without speaking my thoughts to the world, without speaking every 2 seconds. Because I know, like, when people look at streams, when people watch streams, when people watch videos on YouTube, the streams are normally the longest thing. Like, people want to sit down and watch, you know, a 2-hour-long stream, a 3-hour-long stream, a 4-hour-long stream, 5, 6, 7, 8-hour-long streams. But a 1 hour and 30 minutes, but it's every single day, or at least almost every single day is what I'm planning. Almost every single day, a 1 hour and 30-minute stream at about the same time every single day. Like, is that going to be enough for YouTube to start pushing me in the algorithm? Or are they going to be like, that's not it, Chief, you got to do at least 2 hours? So I remember looking at Reddit, and on Reddit, I was like, I didn't make this post, but I was reading it. Somebody else made this post, and they're like, for the people that watch streams, is an hour stream enough? Because, you know, just like me, an hour is kind of a long time, especially a long time to stream. And, you know, most people, if they work a 9 to 5 or they have a job, then they have like kids and stuff, and they have other responsibilities. You know, an hour a day, or maybe even an hour a week, is all they can dedicate to it. So they were asking on Reddit, is an hour enough? And most people on Reddit said not really. It's not enough to go pro, which obviously I'm not looking to go pro. I'm just looking to gain a community doing this. So obviously I wasn't expecting that. But even then, some people were like, no, like, even for a hobby, you should try to strive a little bit longer, because most people still aren't going to watch it. But that was pertaining to Twitch, and ain't nobody care about Twitch. No offense to anybody. Like, maybe I grow big on Twitch. Maybe randomly I just start succeeding on Twitch, but nobody's going to succeed on Twitch. And that's what I'm saying here. Maybe YouTube's different, because most people, at least on Reddit, a lot of people on Reddit seem to favor Twitch streaming without even giving YouTube streaming a fair shake. Like, most people say YouTube streaming sucks, even if it might not. So who knows? Bum bum. Anyway, I finally finished my first set of quests. Did that actually take a whole hour? That took me literally a whole hour to finish my first set of quests. But now, let me say it. Let me speak what he says. Outstanding work. The frequency of our attacks is sure to lessen, at least until they bring forth more dreadlords. Now for the bad news. I got all new orders. Holy crap. What an upgrade. Holy cow. That's huge.
For the horde.
Nice, dude. Your battle prowess has been notified by the High Command Mage. They want to send you to the front lines to meet up with the main fist crew. They're radicals, devoted to complete extermination of the Burning Legion, so you may fit right in. Head east about 200 paces and veer south at the jutting masses of land. You'll see Reaper's Fall, where an old farm used to stand. Once there, you are to report to the forward commander to the Arch. Now move out!
Strength.
So yeah, right there. The jutting piece of land, so that's probably that thing. But let me turn in these quests first. Bone Chewer Blood and the other one. Bum 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 bum.
Business.
Wait, is this 701?
Our enemies will fall.
Falcon Watch? My people recently finished building Falcon Watch, a base of operations from the southwestern region of Hellfire Peninsula. Beyond the Hellfire Citadel, you are welcome there as an ally, Gandriel. If you're looking for work, go there and tell Ranger Captain Venerin that I sent you. He will see to it that you're given tasks worthy of someone of your caliber.
Interesting. Keep it real. Hurry back.
This stuff is great. A little bent and a little burnt. But I've never let low-grade material stop me from making precision explosives. Thank you, Gandriel. You really have an eye for quality trash.
Glad I could help.
I'm a lucky goblin. I get to make explosives and killing machines, knowing that they'll be used immediately on important missions. Speaking of missions, I just got one from Thrallmar's command. Burn the Alliance cannons on the far side of the Path of Glory. The ones pointing dangerously close to Horde fortifications. Take this torch and make your way to each cannon. Fire the torch and watch the sparks fly. Will do. Yeah, and then there's the 2 cannons.
What do you need?
Did you face the Bone Chewers, Gandriel? I hope their blood was spilled in great gouts.
With honor.
So you did meet the Bone Chewers, our depraved cousins. Well done, Gandriel. My only regret is more of them could not lay down their lives and spill their blood to cool my outrage. Oh wait, no, that's a wand. Oh, I know, but I could use wands. So it's technically a downgrade, but I gain way, and I mean way more stats. So I lose 9 bonus damage, but I gain 6 intellect, 4 spirit, 6 stamina, and more damage per second with the wand. So I think this wand's unironically better. Apothecary Zelena has been studying the beasts of Hellfire Peninsula in the field. She wants a sample of the blood you gathered. With luck, she might discover what turned these bone chewer bastards' skin red. Zelena is at Reaper's Fall, southeast of Thromar. Follow the road east into... And when you see a destroyed green glowing hunk of metal, you're there. She has a camp and set up the wyverns. Go with honor. Okay, cool. So they're both right there. So that's why you want to do quests all together. So we'll go blow up those cannons, and then we'll talk to them. Also, did I get the Hearthstone yet? Kargath, no. While I'm here, I need to grab that Hearthstone. I don't want to forget.
About your business. Our time
Perfect.
will come.
All right, we'll go and blow up those cannons real quick. Easy peasy. Hopefully some Alliance scumbags don't absolutely destroy us. We'll see though. Okay, so we gotta go over here. Boom, boom, boom. Path of Glory. Oh, come on, man. Nah. No, okay, there we go. Good. Yeah, there's the cannon. Let me keep running this way so this guy will unaggro off me. Cool, okay. So now we could just drop the fire. Wait, where is it? Here, right here. Yeah, this guy gets it. We're both gonna burn down together. Heck yeah. I don't even know like why we have these cannons. I think for them, they gotta destroy the catapults. So like they have cannons, we have catapults. I don't know why we're still trying to destroy each other when we're literally helping each other out with the dark portal, but you know, here's what it is, I guess. All right, we'll jump down over here. Am I blind? There it is. I don't... In retail, they have like the yellow outline so I could tell which one's the quest item. They should add that, honestly. Alright, we'll go over here. Okay, and then we'll go over here, forward commander. Oh no. Up in here. And right into here. Perfect.
How you doing?
How you doing, Mon?
Spirits be
So
with
you're the
you.
one responsible for clearing out Fellspark, eh? That's good to hear. We need soldiers like you who can take these fiends head on.
Stay away from the
Directly east of here is the Legion front, spiced along the front of the infernal portals and gateways used to bring reinforcements, health to Hellfire Peninsula, and throughout Outland. We're going to destroy these portals. Take these primers, designed in Area 52. They use Demon's own power as an explosive. Defeat Legion forces around portals. Zealous and cruel. To gather demonic rune stones, use the primer to detonate 4 stones inside the portal and watch. Return to me when your mission is complete. Later. Then we can go talk to this one.
Yes.
Wow, flowing skull. I have confirmed that. Oh wait, no, we're not supposed to see this yet. Oh, this is spoilers. Spoilers. I know what that is. Okay, crap. I've done these quests before, but yeah, you're not supposed to see it. That's somebody else. Somebody else initiated the quests, and then she talks about them. Okay, we're good though.
Dark Lady watch over you.
It's my honor to serve the wishes of the Horde. How might I aid you?
Embrace the
Ah yes, the Blood of Blown Chewer clan. I'm very curious about these orcs. They're still deprived fiends of the past, but their strength and power is greater than what I heard. Well, let's begin, shall we? Now, Gandriel, to perform the test.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Ah, I see. Yes, this is unfortunate. Gandriel, I have confirmed this blood is from the Bone Chewer clan of orcs, tainted with demonic power. I am afraid, however, that my current equipment can delve no deeper into this mystery. Gandriel, my equipment here is not configured for all the tests I like to confirm. However, my colleague at Spinebreaker Post, Apothecary Airbrick, possessed the required implements. I have acquired a sample of bleeding hollow blood gained from a past mission of Thrallmar agents. Take the sample to Albrick and allow him to study it. To reach the post, okay, yeah.
Remember, yes, discipline.
Burn it up for the Horde. So, yeah, I need to get rested experience, so I guess we'll park back. Because it's almost 3 my time, so I'm gonna, you know, end the stream. Bum bum da na bum bum ba da na 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 bum. Alright, we can go over here. Burn it up for the Horde. We'll complete this quest real quick. Oh, there's quests in there now.
Hey, yeah, time is money, friend. Be good. Glad I could help.
I thought so. I couldn't quite make out the destruction from here, but I can't imagine how it might looked. Splendid. Well done, Gandriel. Thrallmar Command will be happy to hear your success. And then that's not an upgrade. Almost is, but isn't. Alright, so we'll just get the thing that sells for the most. And then we'll grab these 2 quests, sure. I'll read out these 2 quests real quick, so then we can just go straight into the action on whenever I go back to streaming. I don't know when that is. Probably tomorrow, but maybe not. Weaken the ramparts. Quick. There isn't much time. Thrallmar's existence balances on the razor edge. We're caught between Hellfire Citadel in the west and the Burning Legion in the east, with the Legion's attention turned towards the dark portal. We must take this opportunity to strike at the fell orcs at Hellfire Citadel. The key to this, first, is to break through the ramparts. Go there, slay their leaders, and then bring back proof to Calvarez across the room to me.
For the Horde!
Calvarez? Who's Calvarez? Oh, that guy. Okay.
What do you need? Go forth to
Gandriel, we recently uncovered a plot to assassinate our envoy to Falcon Watch. Hellfire Citadel learned of our plans to send an expedition there earlier this morning and set up an ambush. Our scouts have informed me that the assassin known as Krun Spinebreaker waits along the road north of the Citadel. Go there and slay this assassin. Show the fell orcs we're not one to be trifled with. Is there a way to make this look better? Hold on, what's the accessibility? Like, I swear, like, I want to make this look better. It's so hard to read. Like, it's such a cool, like, I honestly do. I really like how the text looks in the background, but it's so hard to read. It's not reader friendly, especially when I'm this far away. Like, I'm not that close to my TV. I'm pretty far away from my TV. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Oh no. No. All right. Then I am rested, right? Let me log out. Perfect. All right, let me make myself big. Well, you know how it goes. Another day, another stream down. Like I said, they're going to be shorter streams, but I think, well, it's going to be at least shorter streams just starting off, just to see if the algorithm will pick me up. Let me get into the mode. Let me get into the zone of doing this. And then it'll probably be longer streams after that, hopefully. So we'll see then. But thank you all for watching. I've been King Alex Gilbert. Thank you to the 3 views that I got in this video. You all make my day great, even if you only stop by for a couple of seconds. Or if you're watching the VOD right now, I hope it was entertaining. I hope my dialogue, my voice, and the quest log and stuff all made sense. If you have any suggestions, by the way, please comment them below on how to make the stream better. I am King Alex Gilbert, and I hope you had an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month, an amazing year, an amazing lifetime all in general. Until the next stream, y'all. And then I gotta close out Rumble first because I'm remembering how to do this. So YouTube stays on for a little bit longer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been real. It's been cool, y'all.